Wow, welcome to today's training. And today we are basically going to look at a very sensitive topic that we have discussed as the crypto ambassadors for a very long period of time. And we know most of you have maybe basically given up on it, or some of you are not taking it into consideration. Maybe some people are new, and that is our 3%. 300x strategy. And we say that this is an extremely powerful robotic trading strategy that gives extraordinary results and profits. With $15, you can turn it to $100,000. And most of you think this is not true. So today, we want to bring you this strategy in a better move. Now, basically, when we go to our Royal Q application, and we pick a coin to trade. For example, I come here and I pick any coin. I will just do random selection and I pick any coin to trade, and I basically, let me say, I pick KSM to trade KSM, or it is a signal given. For example, martingale bot, create a strategy. I'll just go to setting up. Okay, my focus on setting up my coin will be this first buying amount. So if my first buying amount is 15, okay, and this coin sells, the most point is that the take profit is 3.01 and the callback is 0.01. We want it to sell fast. Strictly, we are interested in 3%. That is the main goal. We are interested in 3% as our what? As our take profit. So we are interested in 3%. When the market rises by 3% and tries to go down by 0.01, the robot will sell. So when you get 3.01 minus 0.01, automatically you see that we remain with a 3%. So our goal is to trade and to make sure that when we trade, our take profit is 3%. Now let's go to a calculator. Now this is what we are saying, that if this coin sells and gives us more profit, that is good. But if it sells and only gives us a profit of 15% of $15, that's our focus. So 15 times 3% is 0.45. So if this coin sells, on my next trade, I will turn this 15 now to 15.45. So it was $15 plus the 3% of $15 that I will use as my first buying amount. Now that's how we compound. Now you can do this manually by a calculator, that if this now sells, if plus 15, if this now sells and I take another trade, my trade will be 15.45 times 3%. So my next trade will be that plus 15.45. So my next first buying amount, I'll come back again when I'm setting, and then I will put in 15.9, 15.9135. Okay, 0.9, I'll leave it at that. So basically, when we are using this strategy, we focus on the first buying amount. We focus on changing the first buying amount and keeping our take profit for 3%. That's why our signals we provide. If I take you back here to our signals that we provide, if I take you to our signals that we provide, if you could look at them, maybe some deliver faster, maybe some delay, all right? That may not, you see our signals are usually seated on a 3% take profit. That is the reason behind. So if your first buying amount is 15 and maybe the coins buy more margin calls, this is basically to help you get out of the trade faster and make more profit. But we focus on increasing our first buying amount. Now, it's up to you and your capital. Like, you will be able to watch the next video on how you could set up your trade. It's up to you and your capital. Now, to avoid all the challenges, we have been able to go to Play Store for those using a normal phone, and we have downloaded a calculator we have called the compounding interest calculator. There are so many versions, you could pick one of your choice, but the one we picked is able to do for us the following. One, like you could see above here, it has the amount, it has the day rate, how much you'll take per day, and it has the days. But basically we are saying it is not about days, it's about 300 successful trades. So if you pick a coin now and it sells, that is one trade. You pick another one and it sells, those are two trades. You pick another one and it sells, those are three trades. Okay, so if my first buying amount is 15 and I take 3%, and my aim is to have 300 successful trades, I will have been able to turn my $15 into $100,000. All right. Now, if I increase my first buying amount to 50, depending on your capital, remember it is important to trade with margin calls, because if you don't trade with margin calls and the market goes against you, you stay longer in the trade. So that's why we are using this little first buying amount. You find that if someone has $520, you could make more money, but your first buying amount is as low as $20 according to our strategy that we have. So you set according to your capital, and according to your capital, when the market goes against you, one, the robot buys deeper, two, you are able to make profit as you are floating, and also not only that of making profit when you are floating, but also able to make more profit. But for us, we are considering the first buying amount. So it's up to you to set up according to your capital. If you have little capital, $100, $200, and you are trading, basically, that's what you're supposed to. So the calculator gives you, if you use the calculator, or you can calculate for yourself, the principle. It keeps on adding up the first buying amount, adding up the first buying amount, adding up the first buying amount. It's you to monitor which trade you are on and be able to succeed. The name of the calculator is basically called, when you go to Play Store, it is called the daily compounding calculator. So you can calculate by yourself, or you can use the daily compound calculator. Thank you so much. And that is our 3% 300x strategy. You compound your money, you keep on changing your first buying amount from one coin to another. In our next video, we shall now be able to talk about how to trade with margin calls. If you are new, how do you trade with margin calls?